I think we're right where we want to be. We're in the middle of the pack. When you talk about horse racing and you have the leaders, but I think we're a team that everybody's going to be concerned about. And I'm excited about the way we're playing defense, the physicality, and then on the offensive end, being able to have two closers when you talk about Luka and Kai. And then it's always the X factor. Someone's going to step up, and lately it's been X for us, but we believe PJ is going to be that guy too.
Luka and Kyrie might be one of the scariest duos in NBA history, but the scariest part about the Dallas Mavericks is what they're starting to do defensively is what is really terrifying the NBA. In this video, we're going to break down this game where they demolished the Sacramento Kings 132-96. And yes, De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes, Sabonis, all played in this game. Let's break it down right now. All right, this is one of my favorite actions that the Dallas Mavericks run. So all of us know right away, let's get it to right here. So all of us know in this case scenario, when we get a screen up here by PJ Washington, what is the defense going to do, right? I mean, they can do one of two things, or actually maybe even one of three things, right? So you can send Sabonis, right? He can double team off the pick, right? Or they can just switch it, have Sabonis pick up Luka, Harrison Barnes, stay on PJ Washington, or they can play drop zone coverage, right? What do you not want to do? You definitely do not want to switch Sabonis on Luka. You definitely do not want to play drop zone coverage on Luka. So what they're going to do is they're going to double team, right? So boom, you get Harrison Barnes coming off the backside, you get Sabonis stepping up, and boom. I mean, when Luka is making passes like this, and when you have guys like PJ Washington, who is probably like 10 times the upgrade from what Grant Williams gave them, I mean, dude, how do you defend this basketball team, right? And you also can say, okay, well, you got to be quicker on this rotation here. If you're De'Aaron Fox, probably play the middle of the two right here, a little bit slow, but this is what they do to you. They make you make little mistakes, and it costs you big buckets, right? But at the end of the day, you have Dante Exum in the corner as well, who could either shoot an open three or drive the basket for a lob for Derek Lively on the backside if there's rotation. So, I mean, they can do everything that you do not want them to do offensively. Now, versus Kyrie, the Kings played it a little bit different. At this point in the game, it's still relatively close, but this is when it starts to get a little bit out of hand in the third quarter. And the fourth quarter, they got dominated. So, boom, we're going to get this screen action again. Let's pick and pop here with PJ Washington. Let's see if they double, because if they do, we can find the bat or the roller, right? The popper here in PJ Washington. But instead, they play... no, I wouldn't say drop zone coverage, because obviously you don't see Sabonis drop back, but at the end of the day, he's just not playing tight enough defense. You need to really be up on this man, and the reason they don't do that is because Kyrie can just blow right by him, right? It's really a lose-lose situation. Whatever you do, I mean, you just gotta hope and pray he misses. Sabonis just not good enough, not close enough. Kyrie, easy three. Like, guys, you tell me, what would you do to stop this offense? Again, another pick and pop here for PJ Washington, and now boom, we played up top, right? You saw the difference on this one, right? So now instead of playing behind this three-point line, Harrison Barnes is gonna step up. He's gonna make sure Kyrie has nowhere to go after the pick. But boom, again, right? Drives right by him into the lane and then goes up for an easy dunk. Guys, this is the difference, right? On this play, on the Sabonis play, you play a little bit back, right? You try to prevent him from driving by you. Let's just let him shoot the three. Maybe he'll miss, right? Boom, nope, goes in. Next play down the court here, same thing, same action. However, different defense, different defensive look. He plays up top, boom, blown right by, gets into the lane, easy dunk, gets it to go. I mean, guys, what do you do? What do you do? Guys, real quickly, before we get even deeper into the video and break down more film, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit that like button. If this video gets up to 300 likes, I will post non-stop Mavericks videos from here until the end of the playoffs. But also, subscribe if you're new. It's free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I mean, you might as well do it, right? But with that being said, comment down below, who do you think is the biggest threat to the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs? And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Now, the one thing that makes Luka the scariest player in the NBA and most likely the MVP candidate from now until the end of his career is the fact that he takes up so much attention from defenses, which allows him to make everyone on his team better. So on this play specifically, we're going to see two guys pick him up right away, leaving a lane to the basket for the backdoor, or basically the front door cutter in Daniel Gafford. Drives in, draws these two defenders. You even have a help defender over here in De'Aaron Fox. Dante Exum wide open in the corner. But, you know, when you throw it up here to Daniel Gafford, nobody's going to stop him unless you have a big man on this backside. Is not there to help. Gafford throws it down. Easy money. But when you just look at how defenses approach guarding Luka, it's literally insane. And then you can't leave any space for Kyrie either, who is quite frankly just a distraction on this play. Daniel Gafford is nasty. When the Dallas Mavericks start Daniel Gafford, they're 11-0. This team got better at the deadline, and they're just starting to put it together team chemistry-wise. Now, another thing to notice about this Dallas Mavericks team is, yeah, you have two of the best ISO scorers pretty much of all time. So right on this play, we're going to see Dante Exum kick it over to Kyrie Irving. Now, watch this finish by Kyrie Irving. And again, one of the most craftiest finishers I have ever seen. Gets up here with his left hand and floats it over. I mean, we saw that game winner versus Denver with the left-handed hook shot. I mean, guys, Kyrie might be one of the best ISO scorers I've ever seen, but Luka is right there with them. That's the crazy thing about this team. And the one knock about them was, yeah, they weren't very good defensively. But now, I don't know what happened, what flip was switched, but they've turned into one of the best, or not one of the best, but a very good up-and-coming defensive team as well. Now you get a switch here, you get a screen by PJ. What defenses love to do is switch everything. So boom, this is the matchup we want. We got Luka versus Sabonis, and quite frankly, just too slow. Takes a step back three, and the ability to shoot over almost anybody in the NBA makes Luka insanely tough to guard. Guys, real quickly, before we finish off this video, I need you guys to do me a big favor. Underdog Fantasy is doing the most legendary thing in the world. Not only if you use my code in the description, they will give you a free $100 depending on how much you first deposit, but also they're going to give you a free square as well. Now, what that means is, for example, let's just say Jimmy Butler, right? They're going to have Jimmy Butler over half a point, right? And every single couple of days, they're going to give you freebies that you can just easily win money on. Go claim your free $100 by depositing $100 or whatever you want. They'll match your first deposit, but also go get a free square. Go win money. They have so much you can bet on, and it's not just basketball. If you like MLB, MLB's here as well. They have tennis. They have NHL. They have soccer. They have women's soccer, FIFA, esports, racing, golf. They have everything you could think of, and they have live drafts as well. So if you want to get in an MLB draft and play that, you can. If you want to get in an NBA draft and play with some people, some of your friends, you can do that as well. If you use my code in the description, not only will they match your first deposit, but they're going to give you free money as well in terms of these little bets, right? These little bets that you can put in. Tyrese Halliburton over half a point, the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Go check it out, and let's get right back into the video. All right, I just wanted to isolate this play specifically. So right away, I mean, dude, this is just insane type of basketball. And you can see the Kings are already playing a different style of defense where they don't even care where their guys are. They are just playing, trying to force, Luka not to score. They're saying, hey, basically let anyone else score. So boom, we're going to get a post up, right? Right now we look, Luka spinning baseline, okay? Now, what we think he's going to do here is run into a brick wall here in Alex Len, who is going to contest a shot, right? But watch what he actually does. Boom, fake spin, step back. I mean, whoa. How do you even manage, right? You get, De'Aaron Fox kind of overcommitting to the spin. Boom, really wants to get back into the play. Step back, now leaning on his back foot. Not good enough to contest his shot. And Luka, I mean, dude, I feel bad for NBA head coaches who try, right? They actually think it and they're like, okay, let's do this versus Luka. Maybe this will stop him, right? Just to find out a couple of, hours later, yeah, you got absolutely demoralized. Luka just put up, an insane outing. I mean, every single time you think you're going to stop him, you just don't. He put up 28 points on 18 shots. It was 4 of 8 from downtown. I mean, good luck. Now, here's another play I want to show you. I mean, look at the finish here by Kyrie. So, obviously, we got a little bit of a fast break opportunity. He's going to drive into the lane. Now, what is one thing you notice here? He is surrounded by 4 different Sacramento Kings players, right? And he's still left-handed, scoop layup, high off the glass, so nobody can block it, gets to go. Guys, simply, I'll say one thing. When Kyrie Irving and Luka are hitting their shots, you're not winning. You're not. Because they will score 150 points on you, and you won't know how it happened. You'll blink, and they'll be up by 40. That's what will happen when you're playing the Dallas Mavericks. Your only hope when you play Dallas is that Luka or Kyrie, just one of the two, are having an off night. 2, you need them to have a bad defensive night. If they're not playing up to par defensively, you will be there at the end. But can you close out versus Luka and Kyrie? That would be the biggest question. Right? And I mean, dude, if you ask me, if they had one more good defender on this team, they would probably be the scariest team, if not the most dominant team in the NBA, maybe even in NBA history, with how good their offense is. Beautiful bounce pass there to a cutting Kyrie Irving, who is then just wide open, throws it down, gets it to go. Actually, that was Tim Hardaway. I apologize. But you know what I mean. And then Kyrie, step back 3 over the outstretched arms of Alex Len. You're just too slow. But at the same time, pretty good defense. Just not good enough, man. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. We're going to be posting a lot more Dallas Mavericks videos for the rest of the season. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.